It is another week. It has been a week. I've taken some time off. And if you can hear that bzzz sound in the background, that's the Jenny. Where I'm at, we have power issues all the time, so you gotta have a Jenny. And the Jenny is really close to the window right there. As you can see, I'm at a different spot, but it doesn't really matter. Wherever I go, power issues. That's just the way things go. That's the trend. Speaking of trends, I want to talk of NBA trends. What I look at, I'm looking at 5 games. You break down the whole season into different, blocks. And I like to break it down into 5 games. That's when you really, at least, not really, at least you can see some kind of trend. If a player is trending right, if a team is trending right. I mean, what's going on? Not just one game. Sometimes we get caught up so much in just one game and like, whoa. And then sometimes we get caught up like, a team is doing so bad at the beginning of the season, or a team is doing so great at the end of the season, or something like that, and then we forget everything else. But trends matter. Well, when I say a team is doing so great at the end of the season, meaning they did so great at the beginning of the season, and their record is great at the end, and then you're thinking that, there's a lot to that. But anywho, there's so much to factor into all that. So let's not get into that, because that might be a little confusing, and I might be going off my point. But my point is trends. 5 games trend. That's what I'm looking at. All right, we spoke of Draymond Green the last time I was here. It is what it is. The suspension is there. But that has an impact. Has an impact on the Warriors. But the Warriors, you look at the 5 games, the past 5 games, they're trending upwards right now. I recall saying something, this could break them or this could make them. And I was leaning towards making them. And that's what I'm seeing right now. The trend is there. Kuminga is starting right now. Pajemski is playing great basketball. Clay is starting to shoot right. Well, we've known Clay to start slow and eventually pick up. I'm not saying he's going to pick up. He is a different player now. Okay, let's be real with that. He's a different player. Every player is different every season. More experience, you grow, and yada, 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 right? So yes, but he is a bit slower, not as quick as he used to be. And his production has definitely dipped. Let's just put it that way. But he is trending upwards right now. He is getting buckets. He is more composed. He's not forcing the issue and all that. And a lot more patient. He's creating a lot of looks for his teammates and all that. Like, he's more of a playmaker now. You're seeing that all the time. You're seeing him getting a bunch of assists or hockey assists. So the trend is there. The Golden State Warriors are starting to trend in the right direction right now. And that win against the Celtics was definitely something that they needed. You could tell. You could tell. And their season right now, meaning their schedule is going to get a lot easier now, because at the beginning of the season, their schedule was one of the toughest out there, if not the toughest. I think it was the second toughest or the toughest. I'm not quite sure on that. But anywho, yeah, their schedule is going to get a lot easier right now, and they're trending in the right direction. Not to say they do not need Draymond Green. I'm not saying that. But this is an opportunity for some of the other players. Like I said, Pajemski's playing great. Kuminga is really attacking that rim, causing a lot of issues. And now they're getting a lot of free throw attempts, causing a lot of fouls against the other teams. And that is definitely a plus for the Warriors. Definitely a plus for the Warriors. Let's jump to another team that's doing really, really great. I think the LA Clippers are trending in the right direction. Now, you look at the past 5 games, or we could look at the past 10 games. The trend is there. Now, break it down into 5. They were trending up, and they're trending up again in the next 5, because they won 9 of their last 10 games. That is impressive. That is definitely impressive. They're playing great basketball, and I think Paul George has missed a couple of games. Russ is playing great off the bench. Harden is really picking it up right now, very aggressive. You can see he's really aggressive right now. Powell is playing great basketball. The Clippers are definitely trending in the right direction. Now, I can't say that for the Lakers. The Lakers were doing really great all the way to the end season. banner, in-season tournament with the banner. I mean, Lakers, I think you're pushing it a little. Now, I'm not quite sure who comes out with the banner. Is it the Lakers or the NBA that gives you? I don't know. I really don't know. But a banner? You'll raise the banner? That's a story for another day. We're talking about trends right now. Okay, let's get back to the Lakers. The Lakers have lost 3 games in a row now. They just lost a game against the Chicago Bulls. That's no bueno. That's definitely trending downwards right now. You know, they were doing great. It could be, I don't want to say the biggest accomplishment was the in-season tournament and then everything goes downhill. But from what I'm seeing right now, I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know if they pushed a little too much going for that banner, because they did raise a banner. But things are not trending in the right direction right now. Now, we could dissect or go a little more into it, but that's not why we're here right now. We're just going to be talking about some of the trends that I'm seeing this past week. And the Boston Celtics, they play really great at home, but now they're on the road, and they just played against the Warriors. They lost that game. They played against the Kings tonight. I'm not quite sure on that one. I think the game is still going on right now, so I haven't finished that. But the Kings were up last time I checked. I don't know how that game is going to end, but the Kings are playing incredible basket right now. They're almost unbeatable at home. The Kings are definitely a team that if you're not watching them right now, you need to pay attention to them. That team is going places. I like what the Kings are doing. I like what OKC is doing. I can't say much for Pelicans. Like, I really want to root for the Pelicans, but something is a little off right there. Something is just off. And I don't want to get into Zion because I still believe in Zion. I know a lot of people are frowning upon Zion, but no, not me. I still feel like there's something right there. That boy is bad. Speaking of Zion, the number 2 draft pick, Ja Morant, is back. Now, what kind of trend are we going to see now? I know the past 5 games, things are going out, but this is such a drastic change. I don't think it'd be fair to talk off Memphis Grizzlies. Like, look at them, like the way I'm looking at every other team right now, the past 5 games, because now this team is just so much different with Ja playing. It is just so different. So let's not talk about them. Let's see after 5 games with Ja Morant. We could talk about that team. I haven't really talked much about teams in the East, mainly in the West, because the West is where it's at. Yeah, I said it. The West is where it's at. I really feel like the West is the most competitive. I know you're looking at the Bucks. I know you're looking at Philadelphia. I know Celtics. And now I got to give props to the Pacers. I love the Pacers. The Pacers are also not trending all that great right now, but I like the Pacers. I love the Pacers. Not like them. I love the Pacers. But yeah, those are some of the trends I noticed. So trends, 5 games. Yeah, I think I got to go. I'm excited. Yeah, I got to go. I'll be back right after Christmas. Great games during Christmas. During Christmas? I don't know. That sounded weird. Christmas Day, great games. Nuggets against Warriors. Ooh, that's something. That's going to be something. And then Phoenix is also playing. Oh, I forgot to talk about Phoenix, man. Phoenix, you need an identity. Forget the big 3. Just play that big 3. You said we finished the quarter of the season right now. You're still waiting for the big 3? Come on now, Phoenix. What the hell is going on, Phoenix? Yo gave 2 games to Wembanyama. And everybody was like, Wembanyama. I'm not saying Wembanyama is a dud, but yo gave 2 games, and they won, 4 games until now? Phoenix, yo gave him 2 games, waiting for the big 3. Come on now, wake up. Get some kind of identity. Get it going. All right, Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Peace.